Hello, this is Julian with Coffee Reviews, and today we'll be reviewing the natural processed Nicaragua Pacamara from Methodical Coffee. And there's the bag right there. Alright, let's talk a brief bit about Methodical. So they're based out of Greenville, South Carolina. And I do have actually a couple of videos on this channel where I did review their coffee, including a couple of videos where I was out in their coffee shop in Greenville, South Carolina. Now this coffee roaster I'm pretty well acquainted with. I have been drinking their coffee for probably over maybe 5, 6, 7 years. There's a coffee shop in Colorado that carried their coffee pretty regularly, so I got an opportunity to try quite a few of their coffees. Now this coffee roaster, at least recently, has been trending upwards more as well. This has been a much discussed coffee in the coffee community, as well as right now quite a few coffee shops in Seattle, the multi-roasters, are carrying Methodical. So even though they've been a pretty, I would say, well-known, well-recognized coffee roaster for quite a few years, they're still doing some really great stuff and they're receiving quite a bit of recognition from some people. That being said, they are one of my favorite coffee roasters in the South, probably my favorite in South Carolina with Second State. And this coffee specifically, it definitely drew my attention because it does list those banana flavor notes, and I just wanted to comment on this real quick because there's so few coffees that list banana as a flavor note, and I love bananas, and I'm always curious to see if I could ever pull it out, because I've never had a coffee that truly tastes like a banana, or what you'd expect to taste like a banana. With that out of the way, let me get the details out of the way real quick. So this one was brewed a couple different methods, but of course my standard 16.67 to 1, water to coffee ratio at 204 degrees Fahrenheit, brewed through the Chemex, and I'm going to call this a medium light American roast because it's definitely more on the medium side. Slightly darker relative to a lot of the American lighter roasts and even some of the mediums, but that being said, I definitely enjoy it for what it is, and it's quite popular with a lot of people for what it is. This right here is day 18 of this coffee. Alright, let's start discussing it. Day 8, and you can definitely kind of prime yourself into convincing yourself that it's banana flavor notes. And throughout this coffee, that's what I was most focused on, was trying to pick out this banana, this distinct banana, if it was actually there. And it was a pretty sweet coffee at the start. Day 9 went straight back to it. Now I would kind of describe it as a more funky banana fruit flavor. And this is the best description I can kind of come up with for what these banana notes taste like. If you've ever had Jamaican rum, and it has this really kind of funky banana peel sort of taste to it, that's the way I describe coffee banana flavor notes. They're pretty similar. There were some light berries, some semi-sweet chocolate in there as well. Day 9 was alright. Day 10, pretty heavy vanilla forward on that day, pretty intense. Quite a bit of acidity with some ripe, again, alcoholic banana that I would taste, and some very slight tropicals. Day 12 was the day I enjoyed this coffee the most. Banana flavor had kind of transformed into a more fermented alcohol, from a fermented alcohol to a smoother, ripe banana, and quite a bit of lively vanilla component to it as well. And day 14, slightly less lively with a bit more of the vanilla than the banana, and slightly fermented on the banana. And then day 16, you know, I should have paid more attention to these kind of berry notes, but I'm not sure how I would describe this strawberry. There are a lot of Onyx coffees that have this super, I would say, lively, vibrant strawberry flavor to it. That's a little different from a lot of the other kind of softer strawberries you get from coffees. That's the best way I can describe this. Pretty similar to that. It's a little bit more vibrant and intense on that strawberry, but I can say more strawberry flavoring than strawberries, like actual strawberries themselves. So this isn't a knock. This isn't me being negative towards this coffee or being negative towards Methodical. I'd say they're more flavorings. It's more banana flavoring, more strawberry flavoring than bananas and strawberries themselves. All right, let me go ahead and put up the tasting wheel right now so you can see what I was getting. And the tasting wheel looks a little interesting because I would say this coffee brewed through an automatic coffee maker like it is right now. It's not the most acidic coffee, but it was pretty acidic on the day I made it with the Chemex. And sweetness went back and forth. Could have been a 4, could have been a 3. But for the most part, it's a pretty well-rounded cup of coffee. I mean, it's pretty even overall from this tasting wheel. See if anything else really jumped out. A bit of savoriness to it. Yeah, the finish, probably right. Cleanliness. You know what, this tasting wheel looks pretty good to me, even on this day, brewed through a different method. Today it was brewed through the automatic coffee maker. Again, I experimented just a little bit with this coffee to try to figure it out, but what I kept getting was still this kind of alcoholic banana taste, this alcoholic banana flavoring, as well as this kind of artificial strawberry flavoring. And that's to say, I did actually enjoy this coffee. It was nice to kind of pull out the banana taste, even if it wasn't exactly what I had expected from this banana. And the type of person I would suggest this coffee to is somebody that does like, I mean, you're gonna kind of think with the flavor notes, vanilla, banana, and strawberry, maybe a banana split or something along those lines, but maybe the best way I can kind of describe this is some sort of like banana foster sort of thing. You know, it's got a little bit of alcohol to it, and it definitely has a vibrant vanilla to it as well. And somebody that does enjoy something a little bit more on the medium side, because this one right here is definitely going to be, I feel like, just slightly a little roastier than what I typically do with most of the light coffees I drink on this channel. So again, if you're a Nordic coffee person, then maybe not your favorite, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. I did enjoy this coffee, especially for what it was, even if it wasn't exactly what I had expected it to be. If you've tried this coffee, or if you're familiar with Methodical, please let me know your thoughts and opinions of it or them. And if you're new to the channel and enjoying the content, give this video a like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But this right here has been a review of the natural processed Nicaragua Pacamara from Methodical Coffee.